Hi babes, and welcome back to my tube channel. My name is Megan, and today I want to go in and talk about my journey with Accutane. So if you don't know what Accutane is, it is a medication. It is like the strongest type of medication that you can take for acne that is out there. And okay, so I want to start off by giving you a little preface about my skin, what I've tried, and what I've done, and blah blah blah. So I don't actually know the names of every single medication that I was on, but I will try to give you the best description of everything so you can know. But at the end of the day, it is up to your dermatologist. And so my acne started in probably like 2012, 2013. I had it was really bad on my forehead, like little bumps everywhere, and then I had it on my chest and all over my back. And so I went to the dermatologist and they gave me some topical, lotions to use, like one in the morning and one at night, and then also a body wash. So I was going to the gym every day, so I was really focused on, wearing clean clothes all the time, washing my sheets all the time, washing my pillowcases all the time, because they say that can actually, it holds bacteria, so that can get onto your skin and stuff and cause you to break out more. So I was doing all of that. My diet was really clean because I was working out and counting macros and all of that stuff. So it didn't have anything to do with diet. It was really just like hormones. I was on these topical lotions and nothing was really helping. The lotion, cleared up my chest a little bit. And so I had went to a different dermatologist to see what they would recommend. And he recommended me these pills. I don't remember what they were called, but they did nothing, and I just kind of quit taking them because I was like, okay, eventually he told me, he was like, you're gonna grow out of your acne, hopefully, after a couple of years. At this time, I think I was like 19 or 20, and I wasn't growing out of it. On my chest and my back, it was clearing up a little bit, but on my face, it wasn't. So I just kind of quit. I stopped taking everything. I was like, whatever, it's never gonna get better. I don't know what to do, whatever. And back in, I guess it was like January, February, around that time was when it started getting really bad around this area. I'll show pictures and stuff. It was really bad right here. I was breaking out right here. It was honestly everywhere. It was really, really bad. I wasn't having very many issues on my chest. Every once in a while I would get a pimple on my back, but it wasn't as serious as it was before. So it was just getting really, really bad, and I'm really bad at picking at it. So I would pop everything and pick it, and it was honestly gross. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, wow, my skin was really that bad, and I really did not want to do anything about it. For some reason, I was just like, no, I don't want to. So around February is when my mom, she was like, okay, we're gonna go to the dermatologist. She was like, your skin is getting so bad. She didn't want me to deal with scarring. She also had issues with acne. Also did my brothers. My brothers also did. So she has scarring, a little bit of scarring, and she was like, I don't want you to have skin like I had. Just go to the dermatologist. I'll go with you. We'll take care of it, whatever. I'm like, fine. She literally forced me to go. I did not want to go at all. Now I'm very, very thankful that she made me go, but I'll get into that later. So she was like, yeah, you have to go, blah, blah, blah. So I went and I saw the same dermatologist that I saw the first time back in 2014 or something. And she was like, wow, she saw me and she was like, wow, you're having a really bad day. Your face is really acting up. And I was like, no, this isn't just today. It's this all the time, and she was like, okay, she knew like right away. She was like, I want to put you on Accutane. And I at the time didn't really have any idea of what it was. I had never heard of it before. I didn't want to do it. I was scared, honestly. But my mom was like, no, like it's okay, like your brother took it, I took it, like it's fine. But all the things that they were telling me about it like scared me, like it causes birth defects because it's that serious. So every month you have to go and you have to get tested. You have to get your blood test. They have to make sure that you're not pregnant. They have to make sure everything in your body is okay so that you can continue to take the drug. And so all this stuff she was telling me, she was like, yeah, it's just gonna cause dryness, it's gonna cause this, and you know, it could cause depression and suicidal thoughts. And I was like, holy shit, like this shit is serious. Like this is some real shit. And I was like, okay, I'm so scared, but let's do it. So every month you have to go and you have to get your blood work done, and you have to go see the doctor so she can give you your prescription. And when she gives you your prescription, you have to log into this website and take this quiz. Or once she gets your blood work and they, you know, say that everything's okay, that you can get another prescription, then you can go into the website and you have to take like these questions. It's like a little quiz talking about how, you know, you have to be on birth control, you have to be on 2 different kinds of contraceptives so that you don't get pregnant. So I was on birth control, using condoms, everything. And so you have to go in and take these questions, and then once they approve you, then you can go and put in your prescription, and then you can pick it up. It was a whole ordeal. And so initially I was only supposed to be on it for 5 months. It turned out to be 6. It's a touchy subject. I was very, very upset when I had to do another month. I went to my appointment after 5 months and I had 3 pimples on my chin. 3 pimples on my chin, and because of those bitches, I had to do another month, which it's fine. Like my skin is amazing now, but like looking back at it, I was so upset. And I don't know, I'll get into that later, but okay, so let's get into when I started seeing results and all that stuff. So I was on the drug for 2 weeks, probably. It was like 10 days when I started to see results. It was crazy. My skin started clearing up so fast, but the dryness started coming after like a month or so. It was very dry. I grew up with very, very oily skin. Like I had such an oily skin. I was always powdering. And so I had to change literally everything and switch to being very dry and having to pack on moisturizer all the time, which I was not used to. So I had to, you know, invest in these moisturizers and all of that stuff. So the dryness got really bad. It's like really bad right here around your nose, and right here around like this area is where I saw the worst dryness. After like 3 months, I would say, was when it started to get really, really bad. Like it was dry and flaky. Like I could not wear makeup for more than 10 minutes because it would start to get crusty and peeling. I would say I'm expired. Also, like I would try to go to like an event or like do a photo shoot or something, and was just so self-conscious because I knew after a certain amount of time my face would expire. I would be expired and I would have to go either take it off or like reapply or something. Like after the makeup is on, there's nothing you can do, so I would have to like remove it and then like put it back on. It was just a whole thing. So I just like stopped wearing makeup. So this was like, I don't know if I actually had like depression or if it had to do with like my self-confidence, because I was very, very insecure about it and I didn't want to wear makeup, but everything was just really dry. I was like this stuff, Aquaphor, it's usually for like tattoos and stuff, so like when your tattoo is healing, I put this on, but this saved my life. I packed this stuff on like no other. This is the only thing that like really, really would help my dryness for a couple of hours. After a couple of hours, I would reapply. I would keep this with me, like literally keep it with me at all times. So around like, I guess it was around the same time, like 3 or 4 months, I started to get really dry around my lips right here on the corners, and it hurt to even talk. To open my mouth, it was like crusty. You know when you get chapped lips and they crack and they bleed? That was me, and it hurt so bad. So I went to see her, and she noticed that, and she prescribed me a ointment for it, which healed my lips so good, thank God, because that was the most painful thing ever, was to have those little things. And I have a picture of it. I don't know if I'm gonna insert it or not because it's kind of nasty, but it was very uncomfortable and very dry. So even like it can cause nosebleeds, because the nose inside, because your skin inside of your nose is the same as like your lips. So if your lips are getting really dry, you know, the inside of your nose is. So I was literally sticking this stuff inside my nose at night before I went to sleep, because I would wake up with like a bloody nose. So when you're on it, you do have to be on 2 different kind of contraceptives. So I was on birth control the whole time, which I was already on birth control, but you know, they really like monitor that stuff. So after 5 months, I went back and I had to do 1 more month. After that, I was done. So I went to go see my doctor after 6 months, and they were very pleased with how my face looked. It was still very red and irritated right here, but it's gone down a lot, and I'll insert pictures without makeup on because my face is caked right now. But like you can see that I don't have any texture. It's just very smooth. I do have this guy. I thought it was a blackhead. I tried to pop it and now it's just mad at me. Don't pick at your face. But my overall journey was, what's the word I want to use? I was gonna say hell. I think that's pretty accurate. It was hell. It sucked, but it was so worth it. Like I can't imagine, like it was just crazy to me looking back at photos before, and I'm like, holy cow, my skin really looked like that, and I was okay with it, and I was fine with it. But I'm really glad that I did it. I'm having these notes so I don't make sure that I missed anything. But like I said, if it's something you are thinking about, definitely talk to your dermatologist about it to see if it's for you. I don't have any regrets. I'm so glad that I did it because my skin is amazing and it is thriving right now, and this stuff saved my life. So yeah, that's pretty much my journey. I'm gonna insert pictures so you can see what it looked like before versus what it looks like now. So it's been 2 weeks since I've been off of it now, and the redness has gone down. The dryness is starting to stop. I used to wake up every morning and it would be like so dry and crusty and cracked right here, and this morning I woke up and it wasn't as dry. It was a little bit crusty, but like not as bad as it usually is. Like I would bathe in this stuff before I went to bed because I would wake up just so dry. And I'm sure that you're not supposed to like exfoliate, but that is the only thing that could get all of that like dead skin off. So I would exfoliate, and then I would also do some dermaplaning, or blading, I don't know, hold on. So you just take one of these, it's like a little razor like for your eyebrows, and I used it to like shave my face so all the hair was off of it, and that also helps your makeup stay longer. That's another side tip. But I would take this and just like take off all of that dead skin because it was so bad. Like no amount of moisture would do the job. So I would just do this and take off all of that dead skin and then apply this straight on. I don't know if that's the best thing to do. And I also used this spin brush. This also helped to exfoliate. This is the exfoliator head, but I threw away the regular one because it was really, really dirty. And I don't use this anymore because I don't have to. But Using this with like the regular like gentle head was really good too, to like get off all that dead skin that was there and then be able to add some moisture, because literally the moisture would not penetrate if I had all that dead skin on there. So again, I don't know if these are the best tips. I don't think you're supposed to exfoliate or be scraping your skin with a razor, but I did and it worked for me and my skin's totally fine now. But that's just what I had to do. But that's it. That's my acne journey so far. 2 weeks out. I'm loving my skin. It was so worth it. So if you learned anything or if you have any questions about it, you can contact me. Give this video a like if you learned something, if you like me. But that's it for me. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.